6 News. Coverage you can count on starts now.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Stoker Wieczorek. We have new information this hour on a fatal pedestrian accident that happened last night in Cambria County. Take a look. You can see all the emergency vehicles on the street. County Coroner Jeff Lees confirmed a person died in 500 block of Harshberger Road in Upper Yoder Township after being struck by a vehicle. It happened around 9:30. Lees is confirming the person who died is 71-year-old Joseph Varmicki. District Attorney Greg Niebauer tells 6 News state police is investigating the incident and is awaiting toxicology results. An autopsy will be performed this afternoon. Unfortunately, that was not the only vehicle-related crash in our area. 2 women in Clearfield County died following a 2-vehicle crash on Crooked Sewer Road in Boggs Township. Officials say the crash happened around 10 yesterday morning. The coroner also says one man was flown to UPMC Altoona. The severity of his injuries is unclear. The identities of the women have not yet been released. Multiple people were taken to the hospital Tuesday afternoon after a 3-vehicle crash in Windber. Fire officials say 9 people were injured. The crash caused the eastbound lanes of Route 56 to be closed for a period of time at the 12th Street exit. No word on what caused the crash. Staffing concerns continued yesterday and today in Clearfield County as a number of county employees called off sick again. That limited services yesterday, including 2 unsecured supervised bails scheduled for Tuesday that the sheriff's office could not accommodate. Deputy Gedget Spencer tells 6 News sheriff's deputies had to take several inmates back to jail again without their bails being done. She says she has closed her office so she could do the bails at the jail. Spencer says she supports her staff calling out because she believes they are not being paid fairly for the job they're doing. Meanwhile, county commissioners addressed the situation at their meeting yesterday.
What I want is to make a deal. I don't want to concentrate on, punishment or consequences as much as I want to, Let's sit down and make a deal. That's what we're supposed to do in these situations.
Commissioner Glass also says he doesn't want to speculate on what the ramifications could be. Sheetz announced Monday that it will be lowering prices for certain types of gas at participating locations ahead of the holiday weekend, but many drivers are left wondering if the type of gas is one they should use. We spoke with Gas Buddy's head of petroleum analysis, Patrick DeHaan. He says you should always check your owner's manual. Sheetz says they're lowering prices for unleaded 88 to $3.99 a gallon and $3.49 for E85. He says unleaded 88 is basically a marketing term for gas blended up with up to 15% ethanol. He says most regular gas is blended with up to 10%. He says the EPA has reviewed millions of miles of data showing that it's okay to use unleaded 88 in vehicles 2001 and newer.
Ethanol has slightly less energy content. Generally speaking, the massive discount makes up for the 2 to 3 percentage point drop in fuel efficiency. But, check your manual, and if it's okay with up to 15%, if it was me, I'd be going out to Sheetz all weekend and filling up with unleaded 88.
DeHaan tells us unleaded 88 should not be used in boats, small engines, and power equipment. As for E85, he says that type of fuel is not compatible with most vehicles unless it's a flexible fuel vehicle. New charges have been filed against 3 of 4 Philadelphia men involved in a pair of April drug busts in the Johnstown area. Authorities say the previous charges filed against 27-year-old Nigel Lomax and 25-year-old Gary Love and 32-year-old Kashim Jackson have withdrawn, and new sets of charges have been filed against them. Police say similar charges have also been filed against a 4th man, 32-year-old Fred Howard. An arrest warrant has been issued for Howard. Anyone with information about his whereabouts is asked to contact the Cambria County Detective Bureau at 814-472-1680. Pictures of the 1889 Johnstown flood were on display at the Johnstown Flood National Memorial last night. Guests were able to view pictures from the aftermath of the flood and ask questions about that fateful day. The flood on May 31st, 1889, killed more than 2,000 people. Brandon Slyko, a volunteer at the National Park Service, talked about why events like last night are important.
It's important to know your history, make sure, understand how it happened, why it happened, and in short, it's never repeated. And I think another key lesson, especially from the photographs you're seeing tonight, is showing the resiliency of our ancestors in this area.
Every year, there is a luminaris ceremony that pays tribute to all the victims who were lost in the flood. Representatives from PennDOT, along with healthcare and law enforcement officials, came together in Huntington yesterday to show just how quickly the interior of a vehicle could heat up to life-threatening temperatures for children and animals. They also showed those in attendance a new car seat that will alert people if they leave a child unattended. The car seat will trigger an app on the person's phone, letting them know that the child is in the back seat and what the current interior temperature of the car is. The app is called Sensor Safe and only compatible with certain models of the Good Baby International brand. The death toll in San Antonio is rising after dozens of migrants were found in a sweltering semi-truck. We'll tell you how many are deceased and how many are recovering ahead. But first, here are economic impacts local officials are touting will come from the proposed expansion of Route 219.